Hello my loves, this is Mystique and I welcome you to my digital sacred space. I hope you're happy, healthy and healing wherever you're watching from. Today we are going to look at the first time your future spouse, your soulmate, your twin flame or your special person is going to be jealous or protective. And some people don't like topics like this, and I respect that. If you are one of those people, maybe this is a reading that you should skip because I do not intend my readings to trigger anybody. So if you do not like this topic, that's totally fine. I do have a lot of other readings as well that you can check out on my channel. But if you are okay with your soulmate being slightly possessive, slightly, territorial of you, then this reading is for you. So we've got 3 paintings to choose from. Pile number 1 is this painting right here. This is what it looks like. For pile number 2, we have this, you can see it like this as well, or like this, which was like a mini landscape that I painted in my reading channeled last time. So this is what it looks like. This is group number 2. Then we have group number 3, also channeled in the last reading. So that's all the selection for today. Take your time and pick your painting, and the timestamps as always will be in the description. So if you are called to this painting, you are group number 1, group number 2 and group number 3. So that will be all, and I'm gonna start with my prayer that I always do. Let's begin by taking in a deep breath, gently, slowly, without forcing it. And gently exhaling. Let's welcome the energies of your guides, your future spouse, your soulmate. So for those of you that are watching this prayer, a small message for you. A lot of you are going to be stepping into some form of a new chapter, because I keep getting that feeling strongly. Maybe it will come through in the reading as well, but for those of you that are watching this prayer, you are stepping into a new chapter. And when I say new chapter, maybe your life is not looking very different externally, but you will feel different. So there is something different about you and inside you. It's like you could be more self-loving compared to the past version of yourself, or the adolescent version of yourself, or you could have more clarity, more confidence, and you could know what you want in life. And I'm also sensing, since this is a future spouse reading, if you stumbled on here, for a lot of you people, you are meeting your soulmate, your future spouse, your twin flame soon. And if you are watching this prayer, then take this as a confirmation, because not everyone watches the prayer. I do it anyway, for myself, for your guides and for you, but it's not mandatory to watch it. So if you are watching this, you are meeting your soulmate soon in the 3D. As soon as you let go of this old energy, the new energies will come in. So it's like you leave something behind, and then you become a match to positive experiences, and healthy and functional relationships. So that's a sweet message that I got for you before I even called in your spirit guides. So let me start by gently cleansing this space, cleansing my own energy so that I can do this reading accurately and objectively and as clearly as possible. It is not my intention to trigger anyone or to give false messages. I'm approaching this reading with the intention to take a glimpse into my soul family's soulmate, their future spouse, their twin flame, their special person, and to give them messages from them. So I call upon the divine spirit guides, angels, ancestors, light beings, soulmates and future spouse energies of my group number 1, 2, and 3. I call upon you with divine love and gratitude. Please stay with all of us as I move through this prayer, as I read for my soul family, and help me and guide me to give them accurate messages that they need to hear whenever they are watching this reading. And before I close this prayer, I would like to thank you, my divine dear souls, for sharing such a long journey with me, for giving so much love to my last reading. Thank you so much for all of your comments. All those of you that have booked personal readings with me, I keep you in my prayers and wish you all of the very best as always. And I now close this prayer with love, and I will see you at your reading. Hello and welcome, my loves. If you chose group number 1, then this is going to be your reading. Now, I had actually decided to take all the 3 paintings that I did in my last reading as today's pile selection, but for you specifically, for you group number 1, Spirit was like, no, you need to change the painting and take another one, and I felt called to pick this one. Okay, now I feel like you could be my water pile. You don't have to be, but you could have water placements, or your future spouse, your soulmate, definitely has water energy. They don't have to be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but I'm sensing a lot of like this dreamy, watery, soft, sensitive, emotionally nurturing, very emotionally present, vulnerable kind of energy, like the kind of person who's really pure and really innocent. So I don't sense that there is a lot of jealousy, okay? Because they are someone who's very emotionally mature and they are not going to play games with you, okay? So let me just say that. And if they do feel jealous, I feel like they are not going to show you. So when I started to read for you, it's almost like I didn't feel anything at first, like I didn't hear anything from your future spouse or your soulmate. And your soulmate was like, if I am jealous, then it's not group number 1's problem. So like this topic is irrelevant, like it's my problem, so I will solve it. That is how they see it. And we're still going to look at what it is, but there is this closed off energy to your future spouse or your soulmate. It's like they're keeping me out, like they don't want me to know things. I don't know why that is, but at least for now I'll have to respect that, because if they do not wish to give messages, then I won't force it. But let's see if Spirit has anything to say. So I'm going to start with the thread painting, and sometimes the threads do tangle up, so just have some patience and we will work it out. Oh, okay. I think your soulmate is the kind of person, this is what your spirit is saying, this is what your guides are saying. Your soulmate is the kind of person who will not show outwardly that they are jealous. They won't. And I feel like this is the kind of person who will try to deal with it on their own and not tell you. This is giving me a bit like Capricorn energy. I don't know if you know those characters in movies and dramas that are cold but not cold. They are like they don't show their emotions easily, you know. Like that is the vibe that I'm getting from your soulmate. Your soulmate is deeply emotional, but I feel like they withhold it. So it's almost like a Saturn Capricorn sort of energy. Like I have a resting bee face, but I have a golden heart inside. But nobody would ever know because your soulmate looks the way they look. And I feel like they something about spirals is coming through. So let's see. Yeah, they do not want you to know. They are possessive. Okay, they don't want me to use the word possessive. They want me to use the word territorial and protective. They are protective of you, okay? So if you are a woman, especially if you are a female and you don't feel comfortable with some other man, you know, getting in your space and like you look even slightest bit uncomfortable, I feel like your soulmate will do something, but it's not going to be aggressive. They are not going to like start fighting then and there, you know, because I feel like your soulmate is someone who's peace loving. So they are not like a fire energy, you know. The fire energies tend to do that, like, yo, why did you get in my girl's space, you know what I mean? Like it's not giving me that vibe. Your soulmate is like oh, pile number one, let's go have some tea, and like take you out of that room altogether, you know. Like they'll rescue you. They'll be like, oh, I saw that you were uncomfortable. And also I feel like a lot of the times you might not tell them that you're uncomfortable. Like you might not be the kind of person that asks for help very easily, and you don't like this whole like knight in shining armor and I need a man and I need a soulmate or something like that. And so I a lot of you people are emotional, but I don't sense that you are clingy or wanting protection, you know. Like you won't beg for it. You won't be like, oh my god, can you please get me out of here? Like I don't see you doing that. Like I feel like you'll tell yourself, you know, suck it up, like you're a strong person, suck it up, and you'll deal with it. But I see that your future spouse, your soulmate, has come into your life to make your life easier. So when they come in, they are very protective of you. You know how this is reminding me of a fetus. That is what your spirit guides are showing me. Now you could see something else in the painting, and that's completely fine too. Then that is a message for you. But what I am being shown for the collective, for group number 1, is like how the fetus is so protected in the amniotic sac inside the mother, and it is one of the most safe place for a child to be, is literally like inside another human being, right? Like the whole body, the whole little entire body is inside the mother, inside her uterus. So I feel that there is a maternal energy, there is a paternal maternal energy, almost like, you know how a parent is, you know how a dad would be protective of his daughter, you know, like as a dad they wouldn't want their own daughter to go hang out with the wrong guys, or, you know, drink late at night. She might not be doing something bad, but he knows that there are bad people in the world, and not everybody has good intentions. So he's going to feel protective, right? Now, how this is done is what makes the difference, because if those kind of fathers are like, no, you have to stay at home and you can't go out and this and that, then it's just like, it feels very patriarchal, it feels unfair and not good. But if he has an honest conversation with his daughter, like, I understand you need, you want to go out, you want to feel free, but you also need to take care of yourself, and I need to know that you're safe as your father. So if he approaches like that, and I feel like your future spouse falls in the latter category, like they're not someone who's going to get aggressive. If you say you need more space in the relationship, they will give it 100%. If you say like, oh my gosh, you're being too clingy and this and that, That's something that they are afraid of, like you saying that they are being too clingy. Now I don't know if you like or dislike it. It could be different for all of you, but I get that your future spouse is afraid that you will mistake their need for closeness with you as something like oppressive, as something wrong or bad, because they if they're protecting you, it's not coming from a place of like, oh, I am evil and I want to isolate group number one and I'm not going to allow group number one to talk to anybody in this world except me. It's not coming from a place of ego. It's not coming from a place of control, is what I see in the painting too. Because this is a pure soul. I mean, a baby, an unborn baby, is a pure soul, right? So there is a purity to your bond and to your soulmate as well. And they don't want you to mistake, and like, because they don't want you to leave. So they are afraid that you'll misunderstand their need for closeness, and as them being clingy or being too, what's the word for it, too controlling, too possessive, like, oh my gosh, I need space, can you just leave me alone? Like if you say this, their heart will break, so don't ever say it to them, group number one. But yeah, it would be like a thorn in their heart. So that was a lot. Let me see if there is anything else. I see that deep down, they really just want to give you everything. They want to make you feel loved. They want to make you feel desired. They don't want you to feel like they are taking you for granted. Because if they are taking you for granted, then you'll go somewhere else. Like, you'll go to another person who loves you and cherishes you and respects you and doesn't take you for granted. And they know that. So I feel like they are going to be slightly possessive, but it's like the right balance. It's like a pinch of salt, in the relationship. It is not I'm not sensing that for this group the jealousy is like high or the possessiveness is high. Yeah, it's like a pinch of salt in the relationship, or a pinch of sugar, not salt. That is what I'm getting. And they are not going to allow the energy of jealousy or possessiveness to overpower the relationship, because they do care about you and your feelings. So even when they are getting jealous, I feel like they are going to sort of hold back. Okay. And the first time I think they get jealous is when they see you get approached by an opposite gender in a social gathering, and the other person, not your soulmate, the other person assumes that you are single or you're not taken. And I'm also feeling that this is before you have made it official with your soulmate. Okay, so it doesn't have to be marriage, or it's like you have not had that serious conversation of like, we love each other and we are committed to each other. This is still in the phases of like, you're just talking to your soulmate and like you don't know where things are going, and like you have your options open. And I think your soulmate is going to see that you get approached, group number one, doesn't matter what your gender is, but you get approached by some other person, and your soulmate will start taking it more seriously, that they need to come forward with some sort of a commitment, at least that they need to come forth with a proposal, at least for a relationship, like a serious romantic relationship, boyfriend girlfriend type of thing. Only then you will decline their invitations. I'm not saying that you are not loyal, but I'm just saying, like, it's a wise move to keep your options open. I mean, you could meet great people and you can pick the one who you think is best for you. Nothing wrong with that. So no judgment there whatsoever. Yeah, that is what I'm feeling. That is the first time they get jealous, and they are not going to tell you. Is also another thing that I'm feeling. They are not going to tell you that this is the thing that made them initiate commitment. Now you're going to think, oh, it's not because they love me, like they just want to have me. No, it's not toxic for you, group number one. I'm not sensing anything toxic in this reading whatsoever. Like, even when we saw that they were getting jealous, they were still sort of like tempering themselves, and there was a level of emotional discipline of like, I'm not going to hurt group number one just because I am having an emotional reaction. That was the energy that I was feeling. So yeah, that is what I'm getting for you. So they are not going to tell you the first time you get into a relationship with them. So they're not going to tell you that they were jealous the first time that they were jealous. They're not going to tell you about it. I feel like when you guys get into a phase of you being committed to each other and you being more serious about each other, that is the time that they are going to reveal that, oh, you know, when this person approached you, I was jealous. Like, that is the time that you will hear about it. But like, the whole time you won't know that your future spouse was jealous. This is giving such a cute energy. It's like, I don't want to make my problem your business. That is what your soulmate's energy. But I feel like low-key they do want to hide that they are very affected by you and they do not want to lose you. They, you know, they want you to choose them. But why would you choose them if they take you for granted, or if they are just like in and out, if you know, they're not giving you a commitment? Why would you stay? So that is why they come through with that proposal, or some form of like something like tangible, like a tangible offer of relationship. So whatever you like, if you are just, you know, seeing each other, not even dating, just seeing each other, they will be like, oh, I'm serious about you, and you know, I want to date you with the intention of marriage and this and that, and like so I would like for you to sort of choose me and be with me because I'm serious about you. And you're going to be like, okay. So that is what I'm seeing for you, group number one. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Let me see if there is one last message I'm getting for you. Okay, I'm seeing like a person here sitting. That is what I'm being shown, but you could see something different. Like, there's a person who's sitting here all alone, desolate. I feel like your future spouse is lonely, or is alone, or feels alone without you. Now, I know the spiritual community is like, no, you don't need anyone and blah, blah, blah. But human beings are a social species, you know. People need other people. Like, a child needs a parent. People need other people. If you just leave a child, even a 5-year-old child, that child is going to get lost somewhere, and probably, you know, horrifying things might happen to them, God forbid. But, you know, human beings are vulnerable and a social species, so they do need connection with other people. And I feel like your future spouse is someone who has felt loneliness to the point that they've felt like the bottom of loneliness, the most emptiest feeling that you can imagine. They have felt that. I don't know why this is coming through, but I know that's not what this reading is about, but that is what I'm seeing here. And you could also be like that, like someone who chooses to be alone, like especially if you're a starseed, especially like if you're here on my channel, if you're watching a tarot reading especially, then you're definitely like a special soul that doesn't blend in with the rest of the world, right? And I see you and your soulmate like almost being perfect mirrors of each other, because there isn't a lot of asymmetry between these two pages. Sometimes it happens that one page looks different from the other page, but this is like a perfect mirror image of sort. And I feel like you guys could be twin souls, but not twin flames, because twin flames relationships do tend to be a bit karmic, and like it's meant to trigger you, it's meant to like, they are beautiful and amazing, but they are also like super high intensity, and that is not something that everyone can survive, handle, or wants, right? And that's okay. So you guys are like twin souls of each other, like cut from the same fabric. You guys have a very similar energy and frequency, and your soulmate is going to love you a lot. You are like the antidote to their loneliness. You are like, and I don't say this that you're going to do something to not make them lonely. It's just that your presence is like that. Okay, group number one, I'm not saying that you have to fix someone or like take care of someone if you do not wish to, but there is something about your presence that's very alluring, like a siren, like very romantic and ethereal at the same time, like a Pisces siren, you know, like Pisces are known for being soft and sweet and this and that, but there is like an ethereal mysteriousness. Like I'm being shown like sharp teeth of like mermaids, sirens that used to, according to the myth, that they used to tempt sailors, and they were so beautiful, so they used to tempt sailors, and then when they pull them into the water, you see like they them bite them with the dangerous teeth, and their face turns into something scary. That is what I'm seeing. I'm not saying that you are like that, but I just feel like there is that energy, that etherealness to you, group number 1, or that is how your soulmate sees your energy. Your soulmate could be the gentler one. Like you could be the one that's a little bit more fiery, and your soulmate is slightly more gentle than you. And they are also strong, but they are strong in an earth way. So you could be like a fire water, and they could be like an earth water mixture, right? Like they're more stable, grounded, like let's look for solutions, and you're like, how dare you talk to my husband like this? Bye, I'm very hurt by this. Bye. Like you could be that sort of a person. So it's a very good like match. It's a very good match. That is what I'm seeing for you, group number 1. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you wish to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by emailing me on the email address in the description. And if you have any reading suggestions, please leave them in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to Sacred Paintings for allowing me and giving me the honor to channel for my group number 1, their soulmate. And thank you to their higher self, their soulmate, their future spouse, their spirit guides, and my spirit guides. Thank you. Bye. Hello and welcome, my dear loves. If you choose group number 2, then this is going to be your reading. So please tap me into the collective that is watching group number 2, please. Okay, I'm seeing a house. I'm seeing a cozy home, kind of like the home that I'm being shown the movie The Notebook, and I'm forgetting the name of the characters, but the male character builds literally a home that the female character had told him about, and she had told him like, this is the kind of home I want, with big windows and big doors, and like he makes it exactly like the way she wants it, and that is how she recognizes, and she sees the picture in the newspaper and then goes home. So yeah, that is confirmation. My book just fell down, so take that as a confirmation. I don't know if they're building a house for you, your soulmate, but I am getting that you're going to have a cozy home with your person. Like it's a very cozy home life. If you're a Cancer, this is a dream. It's so comfortable. Even if you're a Taurus, this is going to be so comfortable. I'm also seeing that this could be like a home near water, or somewhere near the beach or a lake. I'm not getting so much beach, but definitely lake. What else? There could be mountains nearby. Have you seen the hill slopes of Switzerland, or like the greenery? If you've seen some pictures of Switzerland and how not the city side, but the more like countryside of Switzerland, that is what I'm seeing here. That is very prevalent here in this group. You're going to have a cozy relationship. I'm so sorry for the construction noise. They were quiet up till now, and now they have started. I hope my voice is audible. I also see that this is your dream life with your soulmate. Like if you dreamed, whatever you dreamed about, like there's something like you're going to feel very light in this relationship and in this coming phase with your future spouse. I'm also seeing a baby in the painting right here. Yeah, this could be a baby that you're having with your soulmate. You could adopt one if you wish to do that. Yeah, it's up to you. I mean, some people wish to adopt and not have kids of their own. Some people wish to have kids of their own. So it really depends on you. There's going to be different people in this group, so you'll make different choices. Now in this group I do sense that there is there is jealousy. I think they are territorial. For group number 1, it was like, you know, they're pacing themselves and trying to be careful and this and that. Group number 2, I don't sense that they won't hurt you. Group number 2, of course they won't, but it doesn't mean that they will let go. Like if they see someone talking to you, they'll immediately step in, sort of like not just out of possessiveness, but also just like making sure that you're feeling okay. Okay, so for group number 2, your person's jealousy comes from a place of trying, like wanting to keep you safe. It comes from a high, like I feel like they are very, very protective of you. I feel like, especially if you are someone who has been through some form of trauma or something like that in your life, I feel like your future spouse is very protective of you, and they are not going to let the slightest insult. I'm not even just getting like jealousy. Like if let's say that you come from a toxic family, like this is not going to resonate with everyone, but if you come from a toxic family and let's say that, you know, you take your soulmate, your future spouse, to meet your family, and someone makes a rude comment, not about them but about you, okay, they will defend you. Group number 2, they'll defend you. They won't let it slide. Okay, now I also felt called to change the colors. Now I had initially picked out dark blue, like a light dark blue, and they told me to take another color for you. So I'm getting that, yes, especially if you are a female, I feel like, and you're, you know, calling in a masculine energy, or if you're the feminine energy calling in the masculine energy, you don't have, like, I'm not talking about gender, it doesn't you don't have to be a female, but if you're calling in a masculine energy regardless of gender, I feel like this person will provide so much safety without being overbearing that you're going to bloom like a flower. Okay, it's not like I'm being told that your soulmate is not just like jealous of you, or, you know, jealous of someone else approaching you or someone else having you. They are deeply protective of you because they feel deeply bonded to you, and they are like, I take care of what's mine, you know, not to objectify you. Group number 2, not at all. But you know how when you have something you cherish, like when you have something you love, you cherish it, right? Not to, again, reduce you to an object, but you know, when you love something, you love someone, you don't want to hurt it, you don't want to cause harm to it, you also don't like seeing other people hurting it or causing harm to it, right? Like if you had a favorite car, you wouldn't like someone else scratching it for no reason at all or trying to destroy the glass and something like that, right? You wouldn't like that. So I feel like this is coming from a deep instinct to protect. Deep, like this is a soulmate that is very deeply emotionally masculine. Okay, now I feel like with the group number 1, it was more like gentle and like not too much jealousy, and there was like space in the relationship and stuff. But this, your future spouse is intense but not in an overbearing way. Okay, so your person could be an earth sign. I'm hearing Capricorn, they don't have to be, but I'm also seeing the devil card. So they could be Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or they could be like a mixture of fire, earth, water, right? So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius are fire signs, and water signs would be Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. That is what I'm getting. Maybe they have like a water moon, an earth sun, and a fire rising sign, right? So they have like all 3 of these elements, and they balance it out very well because they will be, I don't want to say they will be healed, but yeah, they have done a lot of healing work on themselves. So this is again not toxic. I also saw the devil card initially. And what I'm feeling is that something about you tests them. I don't know if you're doing this deliberately, group number 2, but like it's a dance. Like I'm seeing these two sort of moving, and like I'm seeing these two as your energy. So it's like a dance, like an energetic dance that I'm seeing between the two of you. This is beautiful. Now this could take on a sexual tone, but I'm not going to get into it. I do offer readings on that, so if you wish to book a reading on the more sexual energetic dance, then that will be more exclusive to you alone, because you can book a personal reading on that. But here I want to channel for the collective, and what I'm seeing is that there's something like, I feel like you don't give in very quickly, group number 2, like, which is why I feel like your soulmate is going to have a little bit of a harder time. They're not complaining, not at all. But they are going to have like a little bit of a difficult time. What is this show? Do you guys know Harvey Specter? Now I don't watch this show, but I think that's the name, Harvey Specter, and he sees a woman who is representing the opposite side, and she happens to be a lawyer, and she's beautiful, and he calls her hot, and like, you know, he asked the other lawyer, like, why didn't you tell me she was hot? Because she's a lawyer. Like, it's irrelevant. That's how he responds, and he's like, but she's hot, you should have told me. And she comes in, and they just sort of like very calmly sort of fire off of each other. It's not aggressive, no one is yelling, but you know how they just very calmly sort of fire off of each other. And he says in the end, Harvey says in the end, I think I'm in love with you. And she says in response, I think you are too. And I thought that was so cool. She's like, I think you are too, and just walks away. Like, I feel like that is your energy. Like, you're someone who's very grounded confidence. Like, it's not a loud confidence with you, group number 2, or you'll be in this energy. So it's a very grounded sort of confidence. And I feel like I'm not even getting like a specific first time when your soulmate, your future spouse, is going to be jealous, because I just feel like they are just like that. Like, they are territorial. They are like my people are my people, you know. I don't let anything bad happen to my people, whether it's their family, their parents, you know, whoever they love, they love them hard. Your person is like that. So I feel like expect the same treatment from them towards you. You will also become a priority for them, group number 2. I also sense a lot of like Taurus energy. So they might like saying things like you're mine, or you belong to me, but it's not toxic. Now, some people will think it's toxic. In that case, you know, you don't take this message. This might not be for you. You don't have to tolerate something that you do not like. But for the rest of you that like being told that okay, I'm hearing the Taylor Swift. What is that song? No, that's the wrong melody. I'm literally just hearing one word, mine. I'm hearing her sing mine. I don't know in which song she sings it, but I just wanted to be mine. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't sound like that. But that is what I'm hearing. Like, and you know how she sings it like really softly, you know. It's not like you're mine, you cannot do anything now. Like, it's not like that. Like, it's not controlling. It's like, you are a part of me and I love you and you are mine, and like we give each other belonging. So, you know, we are going to stand by each other. It's almost like a marriage, you know, but before you guys are married. Like, I feel like they're going to be sort of like committed to you way before you are committed to them, and way before you ask. And I don't think you will have to ask, but yeah, that is what I'm feeling. I feel like they'll bring in like that energy. Like, nobody talks to group number 2. Like, I am pursuing group number 2. Group number 2 is taken. Group number 2 hasn't said yes, but it doesn't matter, because group number 2 has already taken. It's just a matter of time. I'm their soulmate. I want them to choose me. So get away, everyone else from group number 2. That is what I'm sensing. Yeah, they are a bit flamboyant in that way. Could have Leo placements, group number 2. Like, there is a level of confidence and a surety that is coming through in this reading. And yeah, your soulmate is someone who's like powerful, self-confident. And this is not arrogance, by the way. This is not arrogance. This is like, you know how Leos, when they love people, they don't get enough credit, because I feel like people always say that, oh my god, they're so self-centered and they're like focusing on themselves and blah blah blah. But like, who else are you going to focus on? Who else are you supposed to focus on, right? And also, Leos don't get credit because they also give a lot of love to people. And Leo is ruled by the sun, and people forget that sun is the light. Like, sun is what gives other planets light, you know. Otherwise there would be like less light, not as, because sun is the biggest star, so there would be less light on earth if sun disappeared. So sun is the celestial body that shines a light on others. Also, the moon doesn't have a light of its own. The moon reflects sun's light. So the moon doesn't shine, like, it's not a star. The moon is not a star, but sun is sometimes called a really big star. So that is what I'm seeing. Like, they shine a light on you, and they, like, I feel like they love you in a big way, in a loud way, in a grounded way, in a disciplined way, and they will never make it your problem that they're jealous, okay? Also, I'm getting like this, again, I'm getting that dance energy, you know, like you guys sort of playing with each other energetically, maybe even but I'm not getting so much of that in the beginning of the relationship. But yeah, they might bring you flowers. I'm seeing peonies because of this color right here. They love how your skin feels. They're very tactile. So could have Taurus placements. They are very like sensory. I feel like they love touching you. So even if they are not like super possessive or like super, you know, like toxic possessive or anything like that, I feel like they're so touchy in public, not in a wrong way, but they'll need to like have some physical contact with you, especially when you guys go out, like either holding hands or sort of just having a hand on your back, on your waist, on your chest or neck, or like touching your hair, you know, like fixing your hair for you, fixing your lipstick if you're a girl, or if you wear makeup. Yeah, that is what I'm seeing. Like, but you guys will eventually sort of go towards each other. There is distance, but you guys will eventually go towards each other, because I think one of the things that makes you choose your soulmate is that how well your soulmate handles negative emotion. Like, if they are jealous, they are not going to flip out into a rage or you know, be like, no, you shouldn't go out with this person, no, you cannot wear that dress. Like, it is not giving Christian Grey vibes, okay? This is a person who's mature, who is stable, grounded, confident, and knows how to offer these things in a relationship in a positive way without being overbearing, okay? But deep down, they long to just be like real and raw with you, and they want to be honest, and they have like so much love that they could flood you with that love. This person is like a pure soul. Group number 1 was also a pure soul, but that energy was very different. Group number 2, your soulmate and you are also pure souls, but there is a sort of intensity. Again, we had that devil card, right? There is an intensity. So if you let them, like, they would just flood you with all of their love. And yeah, I feel like crying a little bit. I'm not going to cry, but you know, like, I feel like teary a bit, because the magnitude of intensity is high. That is what I'm sensing for you, group number 2. So I hope that you love this reading. Also, I want to say, yes, there is intensity, but I'm suddenly being taken to the clouds here. Your guides are saying, yes, it's intense, but it's not overbearing. It's not going to feel like, oh my god, another man is controlling me, another woman is controlling me, like this another person, they're trying to like dominate me and this and that. Like, they will never do anything against your will. If you say that, oh, you're being like, you know, too suffocating, so they'll pull back and they'll sort of work on themselves and then come back to you. You know, they won't make their existence your problem. Like, they wish to be the opposite. Okay, so that was the last message that I received for you. I hope you enjoyed listening. If you wish to book a personal reading with me on the energetic dance, especially the sexual energetic dance, I am offering those now in my new package. So yeah, you can email me if you wish to book that. If you have any reading suggestions, leave them in the comments. And thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to all of the beautiful paintings for helping me channel for my divine group number 2, their future spouse and their higher self and their soulmate. Thank you. Bye. Hello my loves, if you chose group number 3, then this is going to be your reading. You chose this beautiful butterfly painting that I channeled in my last reading, and I painted this whole thing in that last reading. But here I chose this painting as a pile selection. So for you, I'm feeling straight off the bat that you are going through an ego death, okay? And I feel like, you know how sometimes the Tower card and ego death energies can be so heavy and pervasive? But what I'm feeling is there is a certain lightness in this ego death. I feel like you are moving through the ego death with a lot of grace and a lot of love, okay? In your heart for yourself. Love for yourself, not just for other beings, but for yourself first and foremost. Again, the lighting is changing, so confirmation. I'm being shown the Tower card, and the Tower card has an intense energy. It is not joyful. It doesn't feel good to have a Tower moment, right? But I feel like you are coming out of it like a butterfly. You know how butterflies are, their bodies are so light, they cannot be heavy. Birds generally, insects that fly generally have lightweight bodies so that they can fly for, to be able to have that aerial function. But what I'm sensing is that there is a certain sort of lightness, like you are almost at the end of an ego death or end of a phase is what I'm sensing. So Spirit wanted to start off the reading by talking about you first. But yeah, like we're sort of like highlighting the fact that you are the main character right now in your life in this phase. Like you are going through something, and yes, your guides are with you. Take this as a confirmation, even if you didn't see the last reading. Take this as a confirmation. Your guides are with you. You're being supported through this ego death, and whatever is going to happen on the other side of the ego death, you're going to be okay. And maybe some part of you is assuming the worst, that something bad is going to happen to you, but that will not be the case for you. Okay, group number 3, in fact, things will fall well in alignment to your original divine plan. Okay, so do not think that, oh, I've missed an opportunity. No, you have not. Okay, so let's start with a thread painting and let's get into your future spouse's energy. Okay, I feel like you see how the thread is so tangled up. I feel like you and your soulmate souls are tangled up with each other like that. Not in a bad way, not in a cruel way, but okay. I'm suddenly seeing a face over here. There could be some influences. Okay, I'm getting a slightly off-topic message which I'm going to look at. Let me just put this down, otherwise it will get dry and then we won't be able to get messages. By the way, if you are here first time on my channel, I tap into your soulmate and your energy and do these paintings in real time so that you can see it, and I'm connected to your energies. So I read messages and channel from the art, from the paintings that I create over here. And this method, I call it thread painting, which you must have known as a child. Oh wow, okay, beautiful, elegant, sophisticated, yeah. I'm getting lots of messages, so I might speak faster. I feel like there could be, again, this is a message that's coming through that is not about your future spouse, but I feel like spirit wants you, your guides want you to hear this, okay? There could be someone who's blaming you or pointing their finger on you. Like I'm seeing this figure pointing their finger like this. That is the first thing that I'm being shown in the painting. You could see something different and that is okay as well, but I'm channeling here for a collective, so I'm shown very specific images and very specific colors when I tap into your frequency. So I'm being shown a hooded figure who's pointing and blaming. So maybe you feel like blamed and it's not your fault. So it's injustice, it's unfair, and you are being unfairly pointed out as the problem, as the villain. This could be your family sort of making you the problem and you are like the scapegoat. For anything happens, everything is blamed on you. Like if I'm also seeing that for some of you this is venturing into sort of abuse, like physical abuse. Now take it as it resonates. This is not going to resonate with everyone, but some of you could be suffering from that in your house, and your guides want to say there's nothing wrong with you, okay? I feel like your soul has come in with a certain code of light, okay? It's a very specific code of light that your soul has come in to earth, and what the matrix is trying to do is to dim your frequency so that you don't get out of the matrix, okay? And the matrix perpetuates itself, okay? And the forces that do not wish good for humans, they win. That's what they want, okay? So your guides are here to tell you, first and foremost, this is an important message for you because this is a future spouse reading, but I'm getting this like urgent message for you, is that there's nothing wrong with you. Also, I'm suddenly being shown this card. I'll just show you, which is this crystal. If you can get this crystal, get it. This is the quartz crystal, and I have like several decks on my table, okay? And spirit was like, show them this, so I'll just keep it here. I feel like this is important for you. If you can get any crystal that clears your energy, get it, because you are not supposed to take on the matrix frequency. You are the frequency that changes the matrix, that dissolves the matrix, okay? People deserve freedom. Human beings right now deserve freedom. They deserve to live in their fullest truth, at their most joyful, in complete harmony. They don't deserve to feel unsafe and like hyper vigilant and like, oh my god, someone is going to do this to me, someone is going to harm me. Everyone lives under this like, oh my god, if I get out of my house, someone might try to harm me, whether it's in business, school, education, hospital, like any industry, any system. And there is this level of distrust that is created, that is prevalent, and you are the antidote to that frequency. I'm getting that you are a very important star child, is what I'm hearing. You are a star child, not even a star seed, a star child. What do I mean by this? You have an important mission. Now, when I say mission, it might not be that you are going public and like, it could be, maybe you're going public and you're like, this is what is going on in the world. Like you might help people be free, like spiritual teachers do, like Sadhguru, there's 𝓤𝓲𝓶𝓮𝓼, who are two of my favorites. But what I'm getting is that whatever you do, the way you exist, that itself breaks the frequency of the matrix, breaks the coding of the matrix. I'm being shown this scene where Neo realizes that he's unbeatable, or he realizes, like, I'm not sure exactly what, but there is this moment where he's like, oh, I can win easily because the matrix can be manipulated, like it's just code, like, so I can just like manipulate it to my will instead of being at the mercy of the agent, the virus, right? And in this one scene where he's trying to, like, the agent is trying to throw punches and this and that, and Neo is not even facing, he's just like dodging it with one hand, with the other hand is behind his back, behind his waist, and he's just like dodging it with one hand. That is the scene I'm being shown. Like, that is you, group number 3. That is you. I'm sorry, this this reading is like going away from your soulmate, but that is the first thing that I was told. And you need to hear this, because I feel like there's something in your energy, like you doubt your own light, like you doubt your own truth, because someone is gaslighting you, someone is making you feel like the problem. And if because human beings are vulnerable, this is a mirror reality. You're not immune to what people might say about you. You're not immune to it. So if someone is blaming you incorrectly and unfairly, it is going to sting, even if you know you're not at fault, even if you know you're not guilty and you didn't do anything wrong. It does hurt. You might question, like, why are they making me the problem even though I didn't do something wrong? Like, that's the kind of vibe I'm getting from you. Why are they pointing out me as the problem? I am the one bad things are happening to, but they are turning themselves into a victim and me into this attacker. And that's like they're reversing the role so that they can play the victim. Like, that is what I'm getting. Like, something is toxic. Okay, some person is toxic. You are not under the grip of this person, but this person does affect you a little bit. Or it could be several people, but yeah, it affects you a little bit. So you need to remember that all they can do is affect you. All they can do is convince you that you're not powerful, convince you that you're not worthy, good enough, beautiful, handsome, whatever it is, like rich, like if you wish to live your life on your own, you can, but they will tell you that you can't because you're a loser. I don't know what is going on. Like, it could be different situation for each individual who's watching this group. So take it as it resonates, okay? But your guides are coming here to remind you, listen, you are a star child. You are the most beautiful butterfly I have seen, okay? These people don't control you. These people don't, how do I say? These people have no power over you. They do not have power over you. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. Group number 3, and you need to realize that. Okay, so that was it for that message. Let's get into your future spouse and what is going on here. So please tap me into the energy of group number 3, soulmate, please. Okay, I feel like my energy is calming down. So I don't feel that your soulmate is someone who is extremely jealous. I would not use the word jealous to describe them, but I would use the word possessive. They are slightly possessive of you. For some people, they're not even slightly possessive. Like, for a few number of you in this group, your soulmate is possessive. Period. The end. They are possessive, yes. And I feel like that possessiveness comes from a place of, like, I know what has happened to group number 3. I know what group number 3 has been through to get here. I do not wish to make group number 3's life more difficult. I wish to bring something real. I wish to protect them. And yes, they are the opposite of all of the toxic energies that we saw. Yes. But they also wish to, there is a strong desire in your soulmate to keep you away from like bad energies or bad people. If someone is being toxic to you, now this was a similar message in group 2, but here also I'm getting it, that if someone is being toxic to you, they are going to step in and do something about it. I feel they will be quick to defend you, even in front of 1,000,000 people. And if 1,000,000 people are pointing their finger at you and blaming you and calling you the problem, group number 3, this person, your soulmate, is going to be in your corner. Yeah, so this person will be quick to defend you, quick to... I'm hearing someone tries to antagonize you, or like... I'm seeing that for you, specifically group number 3, you could be a target of triangulation. Now, triangulation is an abusive tactic, a manipulative tactic, where basically 2 people, they form a group and they triangulate against the third person, right? So it's kind of like like school bullies sort of forming a team and being like, oh my god, we hate this person, we hate this person in the class, and they sort of gang up against that person. This is called triangulation, where the primary abuser gets a secondary abuser into the picture, and then they form like a team so that it's double. The effect of the abuse is double. It erodes your mental health and your boundaries, right? Because like one bully is bad, but now if there's 10, how are you going to fight them? It's not like physically it might not be possible, right? So that is what I'm feeling. Like, I feel like there is an energy here that is coming through, that your future spouse, your soulmate, they know what you have been through to survive, and how people have mistreated you, disrespected you, been mean to you, abused you, manipulated you, especially if you come from a toxic family or like toxic group of friends, or something bad happened to you, like you were bullied or something, and they know that. Okay, that is why I feel like your soulmate is like an angel in disguise, sent by the universe to you as a sort of like a protective, supporting star child, and you are the main star child. That is what I'm feeling for you, group number 3. I am not getting jealousy. I do not pick up the energy of jealousy in this relationship. I feel like you both are very, very loyal to each other. There is no question of jealousy. Like, you would not even think about doubting the other person. You won't doubt them, and they won't doubt you. Like, there is no way that you could pick someone else and that person is for you apart from your soulmate. It's like you both know that you are made for each other, sort of like it's like made for each other sort of thing, like tailor made for you. You know, your soulmate is tailor made for you and you for them. So it's like I can't even think about cheating or being jealous. Like, there is such a high level of loyalty and devotion in this relationship, that, and respect, there's a lot of respect. So it's like, I won't flirt with anybody else behind your back, and I know that if somebody tries to flirt with you, group number 3, then you will shut them down without me interfering, because like there is a lot of security, a lot of strength in the relationship. The foundations are very strong. Okay, this is not a relationship where people like cheat on each other and blah blah blah, like they get tempted and this and that. No, this is not it. This is a high vibrational, very mature, like very loyal. I'm not afraid of showing you how much I love you. I'll protect you even behind your back. I'll defend your name in rooms that you're not in. Like, this is that sort of like like golden retriever meets Doberman, if I can use those terms. Yeah, like the intensity of the Doberman type of personalities with the golden retriever, like I'm that playfulness, that loyalty, you know. And again, I'm seeing dogs as an example, and I see dogs as one of the most loyal animals. And yeah, that is what I'm getting. Like, I'm not sensing a lot of jealousy in this relationship, group number 3, but I do sense that they will be protective of you for sure. Very protective, because they are for some of you, your soulmate is straight up an angel sent to you in disguise. Like, their frequency is so pure that it's angelic. Okay, they're a human being, of course, but they are angelic in frequency. Okay, and that is why you will feel very protected, nurtured, wanted, loved, cherished, supported, and respected in the relationship. You will never have to feel like you're giving up parts of yourself to be loved, or having a repeat of your childhood or your family or your bullying experience or whatever trauma that you went through. It's going to be irrelevant. It's not going, you won't even think about it. You won't even think about it. That is what I'm feeling. I'm seeing wings. I keep seeing wings. I don't know if... Oh, I just realized the butterfly also has wings. Like, I keep seeing wings. Maybe that has some sort of a significance. I just heard Wings Club. I don't know. It could be different. Like, sometimes you guys say in the comments, oh, like, you said this and this is what it meant, like, I went to this place and saw this, like, but to me it doesn't make sense sometimes, but I do say it. But yeah, if you're listening, then you might know what it means, or you might have seen some sort of synchronicity or come across that. Yeah, that is what I'm getting. Okay, so I think that was it for your reading, group number 3, but I feel like there is one more message, so just hold on. Okay, I'm seeing an infinity sign right here. Let me show you this painting up close. Seeing an infinity sign right here. Do you see how this color is very dark rose? Like, I don't know what it's going to look like on camera, but in real life it's like a beautiful lilac rosy color. Not a red rose, but a lilac-y, rosy, dark lilac-y color. So we have this infinity sign. Something about the number 8. You could be life path 8. You don't have to be. Your birthday could be in the next month, which is August, if you're watching this when I upload it. Yeah, something about 8 is coming through. Now, 8 life path people have very intense transformative lives where they are constantly going through an ego death, constantly like transmuting karmic debts and intergenerational trauma, lot of healing, lot of inner work. So you're someone who's very deep. You're a deep soul, group number 3, and you deserve to be loved. Like, you deserve this relationship. Okay, so when it comes, open your arms to it. You deserve it. And yeah, you're right to like question or not trust very easily. You're right to do that. But when love comes, let it in. Okay, you don't have to push it away, just let it in. That is what your guide said. And that will be all. This way the infinity sign completes. You know, it's like, I feel like you have given way too much of your energy and you didn't get anything back, which is why this sign is not complete. At least that is what your guides are telling me. So I feel that for it to be complete, you must also be in harmony with the opposite polarity. So if you're feminine, you need to be in harmony with the masculine polarity and receive protection, receive love. Okay, that's something you might need to work on, how to receive love, because you don't have to work on deserving love. You already deserve love. Okay, you don't need to work harder at that. Spirit is proud of the soul that you are. Spirit is proud of the star child that you are. You are enough as you are. You are supported, and they're saying thank you for existing and being. Okay, the cycle, the infinity sign, the infinity loop needs to be complete, where you are giving and you're also receiving energy, so you are replenished every time you give. I just saw 8 to 8. So every time you give, you are replenished. If you just keep giving and don't allow yourself to receive love, you will drain yourself. Okay, and this is very important for star children, or like people in the spiritual community, is that they think that they are just supposed to give and heal and like all those things of spirituality, but nobody really talks about the side of spirituality where it's like you have to love yourself to the point that you allow yourself to receive love. You know, it's not just one way. It's not just supposed to be you just bleeding out for the other people. You know, you have to allow relationships that you are welcomed in, you are loved in, you are safe in, you feel desired, you feel wanted, and you need to allow that. So maybe, like, I feel like you need to work on that. Again, I'm not saying it's your fault. You know, people might have convinced you that you didn't deserve it if you have come to believe it, but that is not your original frequency anyway. So when you do receive love and you let it in, you'll feel like this butterfly who's free, you know, not a caterpillar anymore, not trapped anymore in the cocoon, free, flying. That is what you're going to feel with your soulmate. Whew, such a beautiful reading for you, group number 3. I don't know who you are, but I love you, and I would give you the biggest hug. And I don't know what you're going through, but I am praying for you, and I am rooting for you. Okay, and I understand you to some extent, and I'm cheering for you. So that was it for the reading. If you wish to book a personal reading with me on any topic, you can email me on the email address in the description. And thank you so much for joining me today, my star children of group number 3. And thank you to the paintings, to the card. Thank you to my group number 3's higher self, their soulmate, their soulmate's higher self, and all of the guides and angels and beings present with me today that helped me channel for group number 1, 2, and 3. I now end today's reading, And I will see you in the next one. If not, I thank you so much for watching this one.